Hi, I'm Carol Haycox, and today I'm going to show you how to use our latest straight frill cutters, Straight Frill 4. In these set you get butterflies, you get Tiffany star, and you get the lovely buttons. You also get the heart shapes. So today I'm going to show you how to use the heart shape cutter, which is used exactly the same as all the rest of the cutters. I've got a piece of paste here, and I quite like to use flour paste for this cutter because you need a nice strong paste so as that your hearts will stay together because they're so fine and delicate. So a little piece of paste onto my board. I don't use any fat or corn flour at this stage because I don't need it, but certainly if you need some, you can use some. Roll your paste out very fine. If you don't roll it fine enough, it won't come out of your cutter for you. So nice and fine, and like lift. Now I can dust the board to make sure that my paste moves properly. I can also, which also helps your cutters and your paste to come, shine your paste at this stage, because if you want your finished piece to be shined, it's very difficult to do it when you've cut it out, because again it's so fine and delicate. Just make sure it moves on your board, place your cutter over. Now run your fingers all the way along. I'm really pressing on this nice and hard, and then I hold my fingers all the way along the cutter and move it. And as I move, you can feel it cutting. And we now have the piece in our cutter. Now just along, there's tiny pieces that sometimes just do not clean out. So just look along and make sure you've got everything you want out of the cutter. I'm now going to bang this onto the board to allow the piece to fall onto the board, and you'll see, give it a good old tap and tap, and out that piece is. Turn it around and tap that, and there's your whole piece onto the board. Make sure you then turn your hearts over into the right position, and there's your lovely lace hearts. Now I'm going to put them onto the actual cake. And just to get them onto the cake, again, just put a little tiny piece of moisture onto your cake. Now I use alcohol, and the reason I use alcohol is because I can pick up and put on, and then it'll evaporate from me. So to make sure you can see, I put this onto my hand, and I'm going to move to my cake, and now I start putting in place. Don't worry too much if you don't get it dead straight when you first put it on. And around to the side. And I'll just put a tad more moisture on here. And now as you finish off, you can just look to make sure you've got it all straight and in place where you want. Ideal piece of equipment for your lovely Valentine's cakes.